Hey guys, welcome to another ASMR video. So today I wanted to tell you guys 25 facts about me that you probably don't know. I know some of them I've talked about a little bit, but yeah, I'm just gonna be telling you guys some interesting facts about myself. Well, at least they're kind of interesting, I don't know. And I wanted to do this for a while, but it's like when you're writing down a list of things about yourself, interesting facts, it's like, who am I? It's just weird. It's kind of like in job interviews, when they ask you, they're like, they just say, so tell me about yourself. It's like, what am I supposed to say? So let's begin. So my last name is Hamblin. So my name is Tyson Hamblin. And that is also the name of my main channel, in case you guys are wondering. And if you guys go watch those videos, I apologize in advance. I'm so cringy and especially in some of my earlier videos, I was just trying too hard and it was just a lot and it's cringy and awkward, but they're still up if you want to go watch them. I had someone from my ASMR channel go comment on my first video ever, which was 3 or 4 years ago, when I was in high school. And I was like, girl, I can't believe you saw this. But yeah, I started YouTube a little over a year ago now, I think. Maybe a year and a half ago. And my main channel right now only has 1,400 subscribers, which used to be so many to me. And now this channel has 13,000 almost. And so that's crazy. It's so insane because it took me so long to get to, I think it took me 5 months to break 100 subscribers on that channel. And now it's so insane to when I started my ASMR channel, I think it started 8 months ago or something, that it now has this many people who like to watch it. And I remember, sorry, I'm just rambling on, but I remember when I would work so hard on a video on that other channel, I would film and edit for hours, and it's so much work. And I would upload, and then I would get 20 views. And I remember I was excited about that, and now it's thousands of people watch my videos now, every day. It's so weird. So yeah. And I was only able to monetize my videos on that channel and make money off of them. I made money for 6 months and I only made $20. And then they demonetized it because they set new requirements, and it's not important anyway. I'm rambling on. So if you want to go check out that channel, you can. Tyson Hamblin, that's my last name. Okay. And next. Okay, so some of these questions are gonna be stupid and basic, but then some are a little bit more deep, you know? Okay, so my favorite color is black, okay? It's the best color. Half of my closet is black clothes. It's the best, and I feel it looks the best on me, and it goes with anything, so. Anyway, my worst fear is sharks. I am terrified of sharks. I think the worst thought is being in the middle of the ocean. You can't see land or anything. In the middle of the night. And you're alone, and just knowing that there's sharks in the water. And they can swim way faster than you, and they're a lot lot bigger than you and they can kill you so easily. It's terrifying. And like the movie Jaws traumatized me from a young age. Oh, and some shark movies like literally make me they trigger me a little bit. I'm not kidding. Especially when I was a kid. I love scary movies. They're my favorite genre of movies. Even like bad scary movies. I saw Slender Man the other day and like it was bad, but like I still enjoyed watching it, you know? And I've mentioned this, but my favorite scary movie is probably Blair Witch, the new one. I love it so much. It scared the crap out of me, and I saw it twice in theaters. Okay. This next one is super random. I have had a lot of face injuries, believe it or not. Just kidding. But, yeah, so here's a list, okay? So, I hope this isn't too, I'm not gonna be, too graphic, but basically, okay, first of all, when I was a kid, I jumped off of the counter and hit my face on the tile, and I, chipped one of my teeth. And then later, a few years later, we were at the lake, and it was dark, and I was running around, and I ran into a table, and my teeth went through my bottom lip, and so I have a scar, and you guys probably can't see it, but there's a scar right down here, and I have had over 30 cavities. I'm not kidding. Mostly when I was a kid. Well, yeah, when I was a kid I had a lot, and then I made a video on this on my main channel, but I went to the dentist. I didn't go to the dentist for 6 or 7 years. The last time I had gone was when I was 13, and I just barely went back a year ago. And I had 10 more cavities. I had to get 5 root canals. It was so bad. Anyway, so I've had a lot of cavities. I love sugar, even though I don't really eat it anymore. Okay, I found out that flossing, if you don't floss, I never flossed. I do now, every day. It will screw you over so bad. And I didn't know that. I was like, you know what, the food probably just comes out eventually, whatever. But no, it literally, if you don't floss, it'll create cavities, I guess, basically, in between your teeth. And it can cause really bad problems, and that's happened to me. Anyway, and then when I was 11, I was at scout camp, and I remember we were in the middle of the woods, and we had a fire pit, and there was a 2x4 wooden plank or whatever across it, and it was balancing on the rocks or whatever, the ring of rocks, and I was on one side and my friend jumped on one end, and the wood hit me in the face, and I broke my nose, and I remember my vision went black for a little bit, and I broke my cheekbone. And luckily I didn't have to get surgery, they didn't have to adjust it or anything, it wasn't terrible. But I remember trying to sneeze, if I had to sneeze, that was the scariest thing because it hurt so bad. And I just had to put ice on my face for a week. What else? Oh yeah, sorry, I really hope I'm not killing the ASMR. And then I also broke these 3 teeth, my 2 front teeth, and then the one next to it. In a Ranger, which is a glorified golf cart basically that my family has. And we went off a jump one time, and when we were camping again, it always happens when we're camping, I guess. And I didn't have my seatbelt on, and I flew up, and my face hit the roll cage, like that big metal cage that goes around it, and I chipped my 3 teeth, and so they're like halfway fake. And then, sorry, there's so many. And then when I was in 5th grade, this one's probably the worst one. Just a warning. I'm not gonna go too into detail. I'll try not to. But when I was in 5th grade, I remember there was a girl swinging on the swings, okay? And I used to do this thing where, like, at the highest point or whatever, I would run under. And there was one time that I timed it wrong. And it was this girl named Lauren. I still remember her. She was like my 5th grade class. And she went up and I ran under. I timed it wrong. And basically we collided, my face with her foot. And oh, this is so graphic, but basically my lip on the inside was like detached from my like gums, I guess, and so there was a huge cut like all the way down to my chin. I could go into really bad details, but I'm not going to. I also cut my nose. I have a scar right there from that same thing, and it was the worst thing ever. Oh, that was definitely the worst injury I've ever had. And when people say like, what's the worst pain you've ever felt, it was like getting the stitches, because I was awake and I wasn't very numb. It was so bad. It was terrible. Anyway. Oh yeah, okay. And then follow up. This is what happened recently. That was from me breaking my 3 front teeth. Okay, so this was after I had all my dental work finished. I had like 3 root canals done, okay, and this was like literally just like a few months ago. And I had all my cavities filled, whatever. And I started getting like a pain in this area of my face. And it was like deep down, like it wasn't like my lip, it was like beneath, like in my bones, I guess you could say. And you guys can skip forward. I'm sorry, this is probably so gross. But if you like this stuff, girl, you can stay. Anyway, I had like this really bad pain in my face, and it like had happened like 2 other times in the past, but it was never this bad, and it lasted for like 3 days, and it got to the point where I couldn't sleep, and like painkillers didn't really help. It hurt so bad, and like I would cry. I would literally cry, and it kind of takes a lot for me to cry. I've been through a lot of pain, okay, and I couldn't sleep, and the only thing that would help was like getting in the shower and like when really hot water would be on my face, the pain kind of would go away a little bit. Anyway, I went to the doctor, and I'm like the last person to go to the doctor, okay? That's like my last resort, and it cost me like $100, and I was like, hopefully they can fix it, whatever. And they really didn't do anything. He like touched it a little bit with like some gloves, and I'm like, okay, and like took my temperature, all that basic stuff, and he's like, well, you seem fine, you don't seem like you're in that much pain. And I was like, girl, it's been hurting so bad. And he prescribed me antibiotics that I had already been taking that I still had, and I was like, this is trash. And so I called my endodontist, and I told him, I was like, does this usually happen after root canals, or like does the jaw hurt or anything? And he was like, no, you should be good by now. And he's like, hey, we'll have you come in and we'll do an x-ray and stuff. And girl, okay, if you've never had a root canal, they do like tests on your teeth to see if the tooth has like feeling and all this stuff. And so the electricity and like pressure. So I told him where it hurt and like what teeth hurt. And I'm so sorry, this is so long. And basically he did all these tests with like temperature and stuff, and it was the worst. And like he literally shocked my teeth. And like we found out that like 3 of my teeth were dead, like completely dead. And we looked at the x-ray, and it was one of like the 3D ones where you can like on the computer you can like go around it and you can like see your skull. And there was a big piece of my jawbone that was like gone. And I was like, what the F is happening? And I was freaking out. And he was like, yeah, I think that, he's like, did you have some trauma to your face when you were younger? And I was like, yes. And it was the 3 teeth that I broke or whatever. And like, I guess slowly over time it was like they were dying and my jawbone was like rotting away. Like, how disgusting is that? Anyway, I had to get 3 more root canals. Oh my god. And then I had a huge abscess in the roof of my mouth. It was like that big. And if you don't know what that is, it's just like a ball of pus. And they had to pop it. And it was so painful. My eyes were like watering. Girl, I've been through it. Okay, bottom line. Anyway, they gave me root canals. Haven't gone back since. Thank God for root canals. And like, I was scared to get more root canals because they were painful the first time, but like this time, like I wanted them because it hurt so bad. Oh yeah, but it got better. Once I got to high school, I started making friends, some friends that I still have today. Well, one of them, I really don't have friends anymore other than my boyfriend and my friend Nisha. And like, some friends I met on Fortnite. Honestly. Anyway, it's gotten a lot better. I think one thing that really helped me and like changed my life was getting into like fitness and stuff, you know. That helped me a lot and helped me build my confidence and stuff like that. And yeah, it's awesome. I don't know, I think just like working towards something can help you a lot, so. Okay. Oh, this one's weird, don't make fun of me, but I used to be the queen of unicycling and yo-yoing, okay? Those were like my hobbies back in the day. I had a yellow unicycle, and I could do, not like a ton of tricks, but I was pretty good. And I yo-yoed when I was like in junior high, and I was really into it and I'd practice for like hours my yo-yoing tricks. I'm not very good anymore, but yeah. Then I remember I got my friend into yo-yoing as well, and I think he still does yo-yo stuff, and that was so long ago. Like, he's amazing now. I know he makes YouTube videos and stuff, and like he does insane tricks, and I'm like, girl, I got you into that. Yeah, he's a lot better than me though, that's for sure. I have had 3 moms. My dad has been married 3 times, and I don't really know why, but like he got custody of me and my 2 siblings during like my mom and dad's divorce. And so yeah, he's married to his 3rd wife currently, and his 2nd wife was like emotionally abusive, and I could tell a lot of stories about her. It's actually insane. And I'd filmed a video about it. I haven't uploaded it on my main channel. It's on my SD card. I like told about everything she did, and it's like scary, literally. Haven't uploaded it though. Okay. So let's see. I'm also a photographer. I have a photography account. just Tyson Hamblin, and then my personal one is Tyson Hamblin with 3 N's at the end. And I used to be really into it, not as much anymore because I focus on YouTube and stuff a lot, but I still really like it. I actually just recently took my boyfriend's family photos or whatever. It was really fun. Okay, this one is really random, but when I was a kid, my brother had like a chest, like a wooden chest with like a lock on it, like a little like hook latch that goes through like a little hole. And I don't know what I was doing, but when I was probably like 10 or something, I got into this chest when I was home alone, and I got inside, and then the lid came down, and the little latch locked, and it was the scariest experience from my childhood, probably. And I was locked in there, and I was like screaming and crying, and eventually, because I was like curled up in a ball almost, like face down, and I was able to like push on it with my back, and eventually like the nails on the bottom like broke off or like came out, and I freed myself and I destroyed the chest. But it was so scary, and now I'm very claustrophobic when it comes to like tight spaces and all that stuff. So that happened. It's kind of funny though. I don't know what I was doing. I had a really fun childhood. Before technology took over, like the only thing I had that was like technology was like a TV that I would watch Goosebumps on. And we had like a really old PC computer or whatever, like those huge ones, and I would play Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone on PC. I beat that game about 100 times as a kid, and I remember just like, I lived in Arizona, and like there was an ice cream man who'd come to our neighborhood, and there was a lot of young kids in the neighborhood, and I had like a lot of friends, and we'd always like ride our bikes everywhere, and I don't know, it was just like a really fun childhood, and probably the happiest time in my life. I wish I could go back, honestly, back when I was a happy person. Okay, let's see. I am a big fan of The Legend of Zelda games and all that stuff. Ever since I was a kid, I've just been obsessed with Zelda. Oh, that was also part of my childhood, was we had a Nintendo 64 with the Ocarina of Time and Majora's Mask game. And I spent so many hours playing those games, and it was the best. I don't play a ton of games anymore, but like right now I've been addicted to Fortnite, like everyone else. And I also really like tattoos, okay? And I've been thinking recently of my first tattoo. If I got Majora's Mask, like on my underarm or whatever, like not underarm, but like my forearm, like underneath or whatever, I think it'd be so dope. But I'm a little scared. I'm scared to regret it and stuff. So who knows? So yeah, I love Zelda. I know a lot of people do. But yeah, Majora's Mask is my favorite one ever. I actually just beat it on the 3DS version. Love that game. I'm also a big Harry Potter fan. I have all the movies, and I have like the 8-pack set or whatever. And I am so excited for the new Fantastic Beasts movie to come out. The Crimes of Grindelwald. so excited. Like, I love magic, and I love movies with, like, superpowers, like superhero movies, and, like, X-Men. I think it's so cool. Okay. My boyfriend is also a nerd like me. He's really into, like, Naruto, like, anime and stuff like that. And so we kind of bond over that. And we are both super excited for the new Super Smash Bros. Game to come out on Nintendo Switch. And, okay. Oh, this one has to do with ASMR, so every time I film, I have to turn off my fridge and my oven and my AC because it's just so loud, and I had to like fish out the cords, and I had to plug them into like a different outlet so it's easy to unplug them and stuff, but yeah, nobody really knows that. Okay, I have bad allergies, okay? Especially in the summer, and it drives me crazy. I buy like allergy pills, eye drops, nasal sprays, and like nothing really helps, and oh, it sucks. And I'm allergic to cats and like pollen and all that crap. And it sucks, like it's the point where like I can't breathe, and I don't know, sometimes I just want to cut my nose off. Alright, my favorite YouTubers of all time are Shane Dawson, of course, the Queen. I actually only started watching his videos like over a year ago. And, well, like, I watched him a little bit growing up, but I didn't know like his name or anything. And I think the first video I ever saw by him was Fred is Dead. And then I remember like recently I watched it again, like I saw it in my recommended and I watched it and I was like, oh my gosh, I've seen this. And I didn't know that was Shane, and now he's like my favorite. He's so funny, and he's just like so real and open, and I've listened to literally all of his podcasts like 100 times. Okay, sorry, that was a loud pop. I also love Gabby Hanna. She's probably my second favorite. I think she's so funny naturally, and I was a big fan of her on Vine. That was where I found her, and then I started watching her YouTube videos, and she really just makes such good content, and she's hilarious, and her songs are really good. She makes music now. They're actually very good. And okay, the last fact about me is that I am a college dropout. So I've talked about it a little bit, but I went to college for like one semester. I only had 2 classes, and I think I failed both of them. And part of the reason is because I was going through a really tough relationship, problems with my ex, and it was weird. Like, he switched schools to like quote unquote keep an eye on me or whatever. Like, he literally came to my school and like signed up for classes. And so I hated it. I hated school, and like I don't think I'll ever go back. And I know some people are like, oh, that's a mistake, but like, you really don't need a college degree to make money. And I think it's like the stuff that I like to do, you don't need a degree. I like doing YouTube, I like doing photography, and I make money off of both of those things. And I know there's like photography classes, but I'm like, I don't need a class. I've been doing it for like 5 years. Or like 4 years or something. And I know, like, yesterday I was playing Fortnite with some kids. They're like, you should really go to college, man, do like online classes. And I'm like, why? Why? I know you guys are like young and stuff, and you don't really understand everything. But you don't need to go to college. You really don't have to, unless you're specializing in something that you really need a degree for, in my opinion. countless people who've gone to college and have a degree and they don't use their degree at all. Like, yeah, it looks good on like a resume. It's like, oh, you have a degree and whatever, but a lot of people are like, no, it's a waste of time and money, and I agree. Unless you are going to become like a doctor or like a dentist, something like that. But like for me, I don't know what I would want to study. There's nothing that I would want to study. Like, I want to do stuff that I'm passionate about. Like, not to shade my family members or anything, but like my like brother and stuff. Like, he just barely finished college and now he has to start more school because he's becoming like a real estate appraiser or whatever. And like, we were talking about it and I was like, oh, so like you're just gonna do that like the rest of your life? And he was like, yeah, I guess. And I'm like, fun. Like, I want to do something that I love, and I'm like a firm believer in that, and like doing stuff that you love and you're passionate about. Because if you're just forcing yourself to do stuff you hate just for the money because you want a lot of money, like, that money is not incentive enough for anything. Like, you really shouldn't just be forcing yourself to do stuff like that for money. And I'm the kind of person who, like, I don't ever care to be like rich or anything like that. Like, material things don't excite me or make me happy, really. And like, I know a lot of people, it's like their goal is to be rich. And like, if you guys have watched the Jeffree Star and Shane Dawson series, like, Jeffree Star is literally rich AF. He's like millions of dollars. And he's like talking about, there was like a time where he was like, the more money you have, the more problems you have. Like, I guess that's true. I'm like, good thing I don't want to be rich. Like, I just don't care. Like, if I have enough money to get by, like, I'm good. If I have my dog, I have my boyfriend, if I have money to buy food and splurge on like clothes every once in a while, like, I'm set. And like, I have had a friend in high school. His family's like really rich. They weren't always, but they are now. If you guys know what Vivint is, his dad is like one of the most high up people or whatever. And so we recently went to their house for like a 4th of July party thing, and their house is like insanely massive. And it literally was stressing me out being there. And they have like 5 kids or something. And my stepsister is like their babysitter, nanny, whatever, like she lives with them and everything. And she said the kids literally like get sick of their house, like they're bored of it. And they have literally, I think they had like an arcade in the basement. They have like a basketball court, a tennis court, this massive pool. They have like a full size like playground, a hot tub, like everything, like a movie theater. It's really insane. So like, it's just like sad because those kids will never know like what it's like to struggle. They're always gonna be given the things they need, you know. Sorry, my dog is making noises. And like my boyfriend, his family, like, they don't come from like much, you know. They don't have like a ton of money and super nice things, but they're like the nicest people ever. And like, they have fun together and they find joy in like the small things. Anyway, I'm rambling too much. Anyway, that is my last fact about me. Thank you for coming to my TED Talk. Thank you for watching my videos, always. You guys are the best. And I hope you enjoyed this video and getting to know me a little bit better. And I hope you have a good night. And I'll see you on the next one.